What's going on YouTube? Chris here. Want to bring you all an update today of Litecoin. Right now we're sitting at $69.01. We're down 1.16%. There are a few things that I want to talk to you about today. I know some people are getting a little bit nervous with this pullback that's coming for Litecoin, and I want to talk to you about in some of the key areas that I'm going to be looking at for Litecoin to potentially get a bounce so that it can continue this trend to the upside. So we're going to get into all that, guys. If you get something from this, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Appreciate you all being here with me today. And what I wanted to do here first of all was start out by looking at basically what we had here was tweezer tops, and today we almost would have a set of 3 of them, if you can see that, depending on where the candle closes today, because what we're looking at here is Litecoin on the 1-day chart, and we're seeing now 3 times that we've been rejected up at this area around $73.25. So what's that showing is that a pullback or a retracement may start to come or form here, and what we'd be looking for is a bounce, in my opinion, off of around $64.18. That's what needs to be held, and that's just my opinion because this was a previous area that we broke out through. So it was old resistance. We broke through it on a very strong candle on big volume, and what you would want that to become is support. So we need a bounce off that area. If that area does not hold, then I would start to look at down here around this 200-day moving average, and that's going to be at $61.45. We broke up through it on a strong candle on volume. If we can't hold that and we start dropping back through that, that could be a huge sign of weakness, guys, and it's something we'd really want to pay attention to. So when I'm looking at Litecoin here, I'm looking for that next spot for a potential buy or for a potential long, because what you want to do, you want to align yourself with the trend. And for over 6 months we had a downtrend. As you can see, we had lower highs and lower lows continuously coming in here. You can see the trend line, this downtrend line in white. That's what we broke out of. So when you're looking at this now from the short to intermediate term, we're having higher highs and we're having higher lows now. So the trend has shifted to an uptrend. So we would want to trade long. Just like here, this would be a great place off this 20 or off this 40 or off the 50 to take a long, because that's when you want to buy dips, is when you're in an uptrend. A lot of people, you hear them say all the time, you know, buy the dip, but you want to buy the dip when you're in an uptrend. You don't want to buy it here when you're in a downtrend and you continuously have lower highs and lower lows coming in, unless you're just, you know, guys, long-term investing, you know, dollar cost averaging in. If you really believe in a project, then go for it. But for me, that's how I started. And as I started, you know, my trading venture, I started to learn when I could, you know, sell off what I had, because I could see a big dump coming. Whenever you see these long wicks up here, guys, you're most likely going to have a big retracement coming, because that's all the profit that's being taken. And there's a lot of volume there where it's changing hands back and forth. So that's a big sign for you, and then you can have that retracement, then the uptrend can continue. So that's a good spot. But it's dangerous to be buying when you're having lower highs and lower lows, because the price is just going to keep going. Say you bought here and you weren't just playing a reaction, because there's a lot of people who will play reactions, and I like to do that even sometimes. After a huge dump, I will jump in, but I know that the trend is down, so once we make a strong move to the 20 or to the 50, I'm going to sell out. And what I'll have is a tight stop loss as well. I'll keep a very tight stop loss just in case the trend wants to continue. And that's a good way just to play, but you have to know that you need to sell. So now that we're in an uptrend and the trend is up, we want to align ourselves with that. So when we do have those nice retracements, we look for buy areas. So I would expect the buyers to jump in between $61 and $64 if we do get to that area. But it's significant we're having these tweezers up here, because that could show that we might have this next retracement to make our higher low before we come up and try to make the next higher high. Excuse me, guys, I haven't been feeling the best. Got some allergies going on here, excuse me. But the next area we would try to get up to is around $78.13. That would be the next area of resistance, and we try to break through that after we made that higher low. And then it's all about that next higher high. So that's what I'm looking at, guys. I'm anticipating a little bit of a retracement here, a little bit of a pullback, maybe power back up and see if we can start getting up above that $78 next. And we'd also look here, we're up above our 20, our 40, our 50, and our 200 right now. So we want to stay up above those moving averages and have that trend continue to be forced to the upside. That's what I like to look at. So we'll see, guys. That's what I'm looking at here. If you like this video, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. God bless each and every one of you. Take care, my friends.